Welcome everyone. Hannibal is at the games once again. We're playing Rome Total War 2, and right now we have an epic siege battle. So the siege battle is going to be a 3v3 siege battle. First we got Saba as the defender. We got Rome as the second defender. Rome, the absolute Chad, the best faction in this game. And we have Saba. Okay. I think we have two Romes and the Saba as the defenders. And we have Gallic Rome as our attacker. Gallic Rome, Carthage, and Macedonia. This, by the way, is the great city of Rome. The great city of Rome itself has been threatened. Let's make this an historic battle, let's say. Let's say we got Hannibal over here sitting on one of his war elephants. That's Hannibal somewhere over here. Okay, that guy looks fancy enough. That's my Hannibal. Hannibal is here finally at the gates of Rome, knocking the gates with his Carthaginian army. Along with it, he's got Macedonia to help. I mean, Hannibal and Macedonia were pretty close. The Macedonian siege towers are attacking the Saban archers, taking some of them down. That's pretty nice. Oh, there's something unfortunate gonna happen during this game. So now, if you see, Rome has put a lot of deployables. Look at the spikes. These are anti-cavalry spikes. So anti-cavalry spikes and these barricades. I'm playing Carthage, which is why you can see the yellow mark over here. I am not going to be paying attention to these spikes over here as well. And I'm going to lose my general in like pretty much without a fight. I'm going to be losing my general. Look at this great settlement though. Look at this. There's gardens over here. Some vineyards right outside the city. There's bridges everywhere. Look at this settlement. Isn't it great? Isn't it beautiful? The Colosseum right over here. And look at these walls. That's a beautiful settlement, isn't it? Okay, let's just fast forward until we see some action. You'll see action pretty soon, and pretty soon you'll see how dumb I am that I get my general killed. And that's really unfortunate. Okay, we're at the walls. Knocking down the walls, let's begin the normal gameplay. Carthage has knocked down the walls. And we got Italian swordsmen, so yeah, I recruited Italian swordsmen to fight the Romans, along with some Iberian swordsmen. Pretty diverse that way. I'm a good employer. I have diverse units with a lot of perks and benefits. Being a mercenary back in the day, actually huge perks. Now we'll take this arrow tower. The problem is we need to take this arrow tower as well, which is really tough because you can take this arrow tower only from here, which is why it will keep firing. Rome is a big settlement, lots of places where you can defend. And we have effectively neutralized the gate. And yet you're going to be facing lots of arrows from everywhere. Now we finally begin to see the Syrian archers of Rome. Oh, look at them, they're peppering down the Iberian swordsmen. I'm gonna rush them as much as possible because might as well do some fighting, otherwise they'll just be soaking that ammo and dying without giving me any kills. Nobody wants that to happen now. Now, one thing about Saba is a great faction. I don't know how, but it's got really tough units. They just simply refuse to die. I mean, you're fighting them for so long, and yet those are some tough cookies. They refuse to die. Trying to use some javelin. Okay, let's check on the other battlefront. Macedonia has made some headway. Oh, look at that. They've just dropped down an entire section of walls. They are making good headway over here. I'm making good way. And Gallic Rome. Oh, they've taken this arrow tower. That is nice. Okay, so Gallic Rome is a much latter faction, not right now, a part of Total War. Rome 2, I mean, not the same timeline, but it's fine. Let's just assume at some Italian, let's say Cisalpine Gaul. Cisalpine Gaul, okay, that's a good guess. The faction near the Alps region, somewhat Romanized, somewhat barbarians, and they are very dissatisfied with Rome right now. So we got really exciting units, longsword cohorts, as compared to the short sword or the gladius that the Romans carried. These are the Gallic legionaries. They have the short sword. These are the ones that have the longer swords. We've got more longsword cohorts everywhere. Slingers, slingers, slingers. Let's check. We got chariots. That's going to be good from pikemen. Pikemen are going to be very helpful. Look at the colors. Oh, look at the colors on these people. Oh, that is insane. I have elephants as my hidden weapon. My noble cavalry, like I said, I'm going to make useless mistakes. My noble cavalry is not going to be doing anything. They'll be dying by the spikes. I do have African pikemen. I do have Cretan archers. I do have late Carthaginian hoplites. They're going to be a very solid unit. I'm getting in my forces, Libyan infantry. Look at them already all prepped up, ready to fight. My 2 units giving the tough fight. Like I said, Saba refused to die. This mercenary Madrid guard, they just refuse to die. I am having 2 units over here fighting, and yet Saba just refuses to die. Over here, I think this is going to be one of my mistakes. Okay, not right now, but there's spikes somewhere over here. Oh, we get the archers by surprise. That's a good move. That's a victory. We get Sabian archers by surprise. That's going to be very beneficial to make sure we kill them. We are being peppered down by the Balearic slingers of Rome. Okay, we're getting peppered down by another unit of archers, which is why I decide let's try and get one charge at the rear end of these Sabins. But my cavalry breaks before that. How unfortunate. I don't understand one thing though, why I've chosen to attack in piecemeal over here. My Italian swordsmen again. Duking it out with the Marib Guard. For mercenaries, they're really tough unit. They just refuse to die. Look at them, they're losing. But they don't die. Look at that. This unit is still fighting. 48 men and still fighting. I mean, how over here, Gallichrome has made some progress. Their longsword cohorts are attacking the Hastati of. This is different kind of room. Okay, we have Gallichrome on both sides. No, there's some different kind of room. I am not very sure which one. It's got different units. Yeah, this is a later period room. This is a much later period room. So Gallichrome and this other room are later period units. Longsword cohort fighting against the Hastati, the later Hastati. The original Hastati are not that colorful. Okay, so we're making headways on this corner. We are making headways on this corner as well. Macedon using the thorax swordsman fighting against the caravan guard. The caravan guard and mercenary mass cat Maltuas. Okay, that's a good name. Look at the gleamy, shiny axes that they have. Macedon getting a small flank. That's a good one. The units are fighting since a long time now. Isn't it just glorious? One fine Sunday morning, the sun's gleaming out. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful villas right over here. Oh, great view, and then you see fresh blood. The smell of fresh blood in the morning. Macedonia trying to get some flanking angles against Saba, using all their Javi capabilities, trying to knock these Sabins out. Look at that sheer number of Javis they have taken inside them, and they still are not dying that quickly. I mean, what else do you do? Finally breaking this unit, and behind them are some noble swordsmen. Okay, sorry folks, we had experienced a crash. That's Total War for you, so it's a little bit crashy in terms of gameplay. So where we go? Yeah, we were right here. The Macedonians and Sabins duking it out back and forth. We've made a nice little breach everywhere we go. Over here also I have my Italian swordsman fighting the noble swordsman of Saba. A slight advantage we have over these noble swordsmen is that they are not facing us in the correct direction completely, which is why a slight advantage. Here the advantage does not seem to be rising because Italian swordsmen are losing to the mercenary Marib guard once again. These guards just refuse to die. And now I've brought in my sacred band, the elitist unit of Carthage. Look at that, the sacred band, the purple on them. Just look at them. The royal purple. Anybody during those ancient periods, if they wore purple, they meant they are the real deal. I love that. Also love the colorful shields of the latter Rome. The original vanilla Rome is very disciplined, very, mono color, like just red everywhere. That's nice. I mean, I love that as well, but I even love these customizations made. So I'm a fan of both. I have Libyan infantry mixed with a group of sacred bands. The sacred bands are in the motion now. They're going to aid the Libyan infantry, which is winded. That. So far on this front, it's quiet. Gaelic Rome has made significant headways. He's fighting. He's also taking slinger fire at a very unfortunate angle. He's getting it right at his back. But I think end of the day these are some Hastari. He should be making a quick job of them. These are long sword cohort. They should make quick work of the Hastari, and these Principes. They are not supposed to be a match for the longsword cohorts. Longsword cohort over here again fighting the Principes. Have they not taken this gate? Yeah, Macedon has taken this gate. Why are they still? Ah, I was firing at the retreating Romans. My bad. Okay, we have been victorious over here. We also brought in the African war elephants. We have turned victorious. The Libyan infantry somehow stands. Sacred Band, 76 kills. That's what I'm talking about. There's Marib camel cataphracts. Those are really deadly and dangerous if they charge at you, which is why I've had my Sacred Band trying to take them out as soon as possible, not make them charge at us. I've also engaged my cavalry against their cavalry and put in my Sacred Band for support. As long as those camels don't charge us, we are at a good. My war elephants now, they're going to make an absolute destruction of this unit. Look at that, they're going to crush them like nothing. 16 kills already. Winning decisively. They're gonna pass through them as if these guys are nothing. My war elephants with 41 kills racking up pretty quickly. Principes coming to aid them. Not gonna be any match against the might of the war elephants. The Saban camels have taken some casualties. They went back. I'm trying to chase them down as quickly as possible because, yeah, camel cataphracts can be very deadly. Over here, somehow the noble swordsmen still stand along with another unit of noble swordsmen. Look at that, like I said, Sabins, really stubborn. But now Macedonia is doing a pretty smart move of just sitting back and throwing javelins at them. There's absolutely no need to fight. You can just throw your javies and make sure that they don't win. Over here we have another unit of caravan guard along with Saturn archers with 2 chevrons on them. Okay. Now the Macedonian thorax swordsmen have engaged the Sabins. Sabins right now are too weak to hold out, so I'm pretty sure they'll fall pretty quickly now. Okay, finally, mercenary noble fighters. This is another one of my elite units. Noble fighters. They had been taking some archer damage, which is why I've asked them to chase this unit of archers, but not too far, otherwise they might just die. We have 2 units of Sacred Band over here, taking care of them. My elephants, I've lost a lot of elephants. I should not have kept them stuck in combat. I should have kept them running, kept them charging. I think that is a mistake on my end, a micro mistake on mine. To be very honest, I did not think that the elephants needed to be constantly charged in. I thought they would make short work of this Roman unit. I mean, they did get 108 kills, but in elephant terms, that's not up to the mark. Some of my elephants are stuck here. Which makes sense. Coming to this side, Calichrome is making significant progress again. Look at that. Initial resistance over here, second line of resistance over here. Now he's approached the third line of resistance and he's taken care of the Romans over this side. The Hastati are no match for the Gallic-Rome. The longsword cohort. I mean, the Hastati still survive. They're trying to chase them down. But yeah, the longsword cohort will make short work of Hastatis. Pikemen. That's going to be crazy. Romans with pikemen. I mean, the one thing that they were lacking was pikemen, and now they've got them. And so have I. I've got my pikemen in action. I see that the Romans are not close to their archers. All my elephants are dead, unfortunately. That's... Actually, no. I still have 2 elephants left. Okay, I still have 2 elephants left, but they are stuck in pathfinding issue. So, that's unfortunate. But still, something. And here, now my pikemen are going to make short... Okay, there's something wrong with the formation of my pikemen. I hate when that happens. The formation can get easily disturbed. Oh, I think the dead bodies of the elephants have made my formations a little tough to form. But now the pikemen, now that they are formed, they will make short work of these Romans. Look at that, they're breaking them already. African pikemen. Along with the sacred band. Okay, we took care of these Romans over here. We shall make sure they won't return. I don't know why I'm chasing them like that. I think it's the pathfinding issues. Going through the elephants is going to be a problem. Nothing to worry about. Slowly, steadily, we will chip them away. Another unit of African pikemen. 86 kills. When the Romans tried to counterattack, when they saw that, I like using the pikemen in early game, to be very honest. Whenever you see an opportunity that the archers aren't close by, just use the pikemen. So I really love to use that. I like being cheeky that way. Whenever you see that the opponent is not paying attention, they don't have their archers close by, use your pikemen, finish off the unit, retreat your pikemen. Now that he saw my pikemen, he counterattacked, I got them back, and I have my sacred band fighting against the auxiliary infantry of Romans. I mean, sacred band should make short work out of them, because they're auxiliary infantry after all. Look at this, these archers are still standing. I think the sheer fact that we are inside Rome gives them a good morale boost. Okay, over here, the Sabines have retreated, Macedon is open, and Macedonia is making its way inside the city. You can see the Sabines are falling back, exhausted, defeated Romans, trying to regroup. After all, it's their city. They will get a morale boost. I mean, Rome, back then, it's their greatest city in the world. They will obviously have some morale boost. The longsword cohort using the javis. They should not be using the javis right now. These units especially, these are very cheap troops. Look at that, they fall down, they drop like flies. Nevertheless, that's few less troops we need to worry about. Look at that. He's just taken absolute battering. But he's holding up. I like the way he's defending. He's good that way. He's a tough lad. A really tough lad. He's been pushed around everywhere, and yet he is still making his own defense. Look at that. He's been pushed as back as possible. and yet he is still making his stand. He's not dying. He refuses to die. He is fighting back. That's the Roman spirit. And finally, he's taken out. Finally, after such a long period of time. The Gallic legionaries move on to the next target. Longsword cohort is right here. Now the chariots are entering the fray. Sapiens still have more camels. These camel cataphracts will be racking up lots of kills. Macedonia is free. They are making their way. The cataphracts are coming for us. I need to arrange my pikemen. We'll make short work of these archers, these slingers. I have my peltas. I have late Carthaginian hoplites. Look at that, even with melee, those fingers are dropping down to my archers very quickly. That's a good sign. I have made a makeshift line defensively so that, the camels don't strike me. Pikemen and Sacred Band, that's a good combination. I've stopped the camel cataphracts from attacking me for now, but they can take this path, and I need to hold out on this path as well. Meanwhile, making small advances over here. My Onager crew, only 80 kills, that was very big disappointment. And my elephants and my Onagers disappointed me a bit. Over here we seeing another fight. The Sosai Extraordinary. So extraordinary troops against a longsword cohort, and we have chariots in the action. The armored chariots have taken 50 kills. These Romans won't last a long time. These Romans, these are the legionaries that now these Romans will be the proper troops. Look at them, disciplined legionaries, all in uniform colors. That's the deadly Rome. That's going to be a problem. An Evocati cohort mixed with them. Evocati cohort, I think, is among the more finer and eliter versions of legionaries. Eagle cohort, look at them. So many cohorts, so many distinguished cohorts. Each of these cohorts have a great history behind them. So all of these are going to be tough cookies, which is why the chariot should make the second run at them. The chariots need to attack them. Over here I have engaged Rome. I have put in a rare attack. Oh, my general's still alive. I think that was my other cav unit. I think it was the other cav unit, not the general unit, which melted away on the spikes. A rare attack on the armored legionaries. Armored legionaries, again, tough cookies to kill. Really tough, which is why another flank of African pikemen on the armored legionaries, along with the Sacred Band attack. This is my plan on defeating these Romans. My noble cavalry has 116 kills. I'm trying my best to take them out. as soon as possible. My mercenary noble fighters, they're having a tough time, but I have made a flank with the Italian swordsmen. Let's see how does that go. Okay. The Romans are tough. So they're fighting 3 units and they still refuse to die. Only I have to bring my pikemen. Okay, my pikemen, why are they so out of formation always? I really don't understand. Look at these. These Romans again refuse to die. My armored legionaries are... The armored legionaries are down to 53 men, but they're still fighting. I think it's the fact that it's Rome that's making them fight so damn hard. I think the fact that it's Rome is making them fight so damn hard. I don't know what I'm doing with my general noble cavalry. I just left them out to fight armored legionaries. That's going to be a suicidal charge. It's not even a charge, it's just a suicidal battle. At least I've made some tactics with my pikemen at least. The pikemen are having a good flank out here. They're getting good kills. I need to get my general out of this fight as soon as possible. Hannibal, do not be that bold. Do not be that brave, Hannibal. You will die. And I think he's already died. Yeah, that was the stupidity on my part, I guess. Yeah, I think I lost my cavalry to the spikes and my general to sheer stupidity. That's unfortunate again. Really, really unfortunate. I'm just trying to check where was the cab that I lost. And somewhere on these lines, the spikes that were on this side. Ah, you can see the spikes that were on this side. They claimed my cab. I was sad. Really sad. Now my African pikemen have finally broken. I think there was some pathfinding issues with the pikemen, which is why I couldn't figure out how to exactly place them. Even during the elephants you saw, I think something of this, any obstacles like that might be disturbing the formation, and that's again very unfortunate. Look at that, Roman legionaries still alive. Really, really tough warriors. Armored legionaries especially very difficult to kill. I mean, obviously we're fighting in Rome, so they'll have their morale on the highest ground. That's expected. Macedonia is having a field day. The camel cataphracts are trying to attack them, but that's a great formation by Macedonia. Spear wall formed by Thoreau spears. Look at that. Beautiful, elegant, professional wall. And shield bearers, oh look at them. The elite Macedonian warriors. Look at them in their phalanx formation. Oof. It's just beautiful. At the same time you see the companion cavalry. Something about it. Something about the gleaming armors in the sun. Fresh smell of blood in the morning. My sacred band, absolute ballers. I have 175 kills. They still remain exhausted, completely exhausted. Yet they will fight. I don't know why I put them for this fight, but I did. Okay, where's my remaining army? I don't think I have a lot of army remaining as of now. My onager troops, I don't know why I've sent them to fight. My noble fighters, they will be the better unit. They will make short work of. Oh, the Evocari cohort. Okay, that's the battle of elites right here. And my nobles are exhausted, by the way. Yeah, my noble fighters are exhausted, so I don't think they are going to last for a long time, because again, like I said, they are the exhausted ones. Evocari cohort is fresh. My sacred band, oh right, still here. I've sent in for support. I have right now a unit of Libyan infantry, but 39 men, they won't do much. My African war elephants still in a pathfinding issue. Imagine you have 2 elephants alive, not being able to use them. Unfortunate. That's what. Armored legionaries, look at them. They still stand. Winded, but they still stand. I don't know what to throw at them at this point. I am short of majority of my army, I think, aside from late Carthaginian hoplites, my sacred band, and this very depleted unit of Libyan infantry. I have nothing else. Okay, the sacred band's wrath can kill the finish of that unit. This Libyan infantry is going to be pretty much useless. Carthaginian hoplites, I think they need to take down on these camels. I don't know what my Cretan archers are doing. They have not used a lot of their ammunition. Oh, I got them to get back the gates. I remember now. The Sabin camels are on the move. They sense blood. Oh, and look at that. They have they have the fiery balls ready to roll. Rome also has elephants, which they have decided to bring back now. Bringing into the action right now. And do we have any answer to the elephants? No. My troops here, they may look that they have bow, but they are out of ammo. 129 kills. They won't last long. Right, this unit of Cretan archers should have killed them by now. I don't understand what's happening. It's my second time only playing Total War, so please be lenient on me. There was a lot of microing issues I could see. I know what I have to do. Just there was a lot of micro. Rome is a big settlement, and my army was spreaded in lots of places, so a little bit difficult to make the micro happen. I think I was trying to get my sacred band to come over here and join with these late Carthaginian hoplites, which is why I suppose I did not pay attention to the elephants. I should have paid attention to the elephants. That's all the army I have left. Macedonia here being stopped by the Triara and another Mascat Artius. But they are taking archer fire, so I think they shall be downed pretty quickly. Okay, look at that. Good archer fire coming in. Horde of Macedonian troops have been stopped by this. Rome putting the last ditch efforts, making a wall with the Triara, using their Javi capabilities. I'm trying to make them exhaust everything possible, because since I do not have a big army, what I thought was to try and help my friends out as much as possible. I'll absorb some ammo, but hoplites, because they will take care. They'll take care of the ammo. Then the chariots can rush in, help us out. Over here, camel cataphracts are pinballing, but now they're gonna be facing archer fire, I think. I suppose, I really hope so. Yeah, they will. So the camels are getting down, they're getting killed. That's a good sign. I'm taking up the ammo, I'm absorbing ammo, but my late Carthaginian hoplites still have lots of kills. That's good. You're trying to clear them out one unit at a time, otherwise those fiery balls might be a big problem. Saba, look at that, still holding. I don't know how, but Saba still holds. Finally, they're breaking. Ah, that's a good kill. That's a good kill. The Sabins break, and all this Macedonian army. It's a big army. They have lots of troops, I think. I think they faced little to no resistance. I think I was double teamed by Saba and Rome because I faced both of them. That's a good thing. So much fighting. See over here. A lot of dead Sabins. A lot of dead Romans. I faced both the armies together. And again, that's a good thing because the fact that I faced, see, Romans and Sabins, I made the path pretty clear for Macedonia. Macedonia relatively easily steamrolled over the remaining Roman soldiers and made his way. Look at that, these camels, the Sabins just refuse to die. They're very, very tough units. I don't understand how to fight them at this point. What to do to defeat them. We're very close to the end game now. The pikemen, the Sabins tried attacking the pikemen, which was a deadly mistake. If used correctly, pikemen are the best unit out there in Total War Rome 2. And I stand by. I absolutely stand by. The best unit. Finally, my unit breaks. 129 kills. For a Hoplites unit, that's amazing. Great numbers. Why are the chariots breaking over here? Why are the chariots breaking? Come on. Why are the chariots breaking? What casualties have you sustained, sir? Let's fast forward this. I mean, meaningless fights, some pockets of fighting. Alright, let's just see that. Okay, they're just gonna get ignored. Gallic Rome decides to ignore them and run them down with the chariots. The chariots have finished them off. Over here, Macedonian swarm makes another Sabin resistance. Marib Royal Guard. Okay, these are gonna be another tough unit. Macedonia doesn't care. They will get into, they will fight. Macedonia is playing a very critical role. They are diverting whatever limited soldiers that are left, the troops, not to hold them back. Okay, Macedonia decides to fall back and skirmish them down. Look at the point blank range of quick march. Oh, have you ever seen arrows come point blank at you? These are 2 arrows in the shield, by the way. It has to be intimidating. Point blank range arrows. No death from above, death from front. And thorax swordsmen also gonna be using their chavies. Ah, that's double teaming. Although the tree I think has absorbed some ammo. Look at that. The thorax swordsman not gonna. The Madrid Royal Guard is falling easily. The pikemen are again in a weird I don't understand. Something was wrong in this game. I think because of the fact that we were using traditional vanilla Rome and I guess some other units, the different unit, the Gallic Rome and the other Rome. I think there's some issue with the game. It was a bit choppy, a bit laggy, and a lot of pathfinding issues. You could see my elephants, you could see my pikemen, and these pikemen again. Okay, net. I think we finished all of them. Yes. Yeah, I think we finished all of them. The Romans quit. This was the general, the last unit remaining, and they just decided to call in the quits. Frankly, I mean, they couldn't face us anymore. They had nothing left. So let's end the replay. Yeah, this is a different Rome. Look at that. They're different units. This is the regular Rome. So, thank you for watching, folks.